And Cliff Casteel chatting with Cliff, Owatonna wrestling coach, but not for too much longer, as you'll be stepping down from that position. So some commentary about why this is a good decision for you.
Well, Roy, I have 3 kids, and I have one that's grown, and I have 2 that are still, they're in school. And when I took the job here, I stayed in the place where I reside, which is Faribault. My wife is a teacher there, and my kids attend school there. Mm-hmm. And, prior to taking this job, I really wasn't sure if my kids would end up being athletes, or what they would end up doing. They were little. They went to school and, played some park rec things and different things like that. But now that I have a boy that's 13, he's been wrestling for a couple years, and he's starting to have some success, so of course he likes it a lot more. and unfortunately, I miss those opportunities to get to support him in the stands as many parents do, as like many of the parents that we have. They travel well, they support their kids, and that's the part. That's the reason why I can no longer be the coach here, just because I feel that I need to do my part as a parent first. That's a lot more important than my job as being a head wrestling coach in Owatonna. That's why the decision was made.
Do you think you might coach again somewhere down the road, wherever opportunities may present themselves? Would you like to be back in the coaching ranks down the road?
I'm not really sure. We're a week out of wrestling, and I'm still, regardless of this decision that I've made to retire, from my own personal standpoint, I'm still flying high and pretty happy for Peyton and for Brandon and Tanner and for all of our individuals that went up to the state tournament. And it's kind of hard for me to think beyond that at this point in time.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to see how things go, as I am a parent in the stands. And, it could be that next year I'm going to watch wrestling and, maybe my kid decides to hang it up. I really don't know that. Maybe he's not going to be an athlete, but maybe he's going to be a swimmer, or maybe he's going to do whatever. I need to be there for my kids as they are active, though. And, it's very difficult to do that and, coach in a neighboring town.
Yeah.
It's quite impossible. So, that decision needed to be made. As far as coaching again, who knows? Mm-hmm. I guess if you were to ask me right now today, I'd say probably not.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting older, but it doesn't change the way that I feel about the sport of wrestling. I'm always going to love it until the day I'm no longer on this earth. It's just I've been around it my whole life. I'm very passionate about it, and I'll always be a great wrestling fan no matter what. So I guess we'll just have to see what happens along the way.
All right. Well, I want to say thanks for your support of me, in covering Owatonna High School wrestling and getting more and more involved in the broadcast side of it. You've been a great help to me, so I thank you for that and wish you well, and I know you'll enjoy the time cheering on your kids and enjoying the sport from a different perspective, Cliff.
All right. Thanks a lot, Roy. I appreciate it.
Cliff Casteel, Owatonna wrestling coach on KRFO.